Mike Chastain is now in his fifth season as the head coach at Jones County. A little bit of a down year last year, coach. 6-5. We're used to those double-digit win totals. Had three straight 10 wins or more seasons. And, of course, you lost to eventual champion Ware County in the first round. That wasn't a very good draw, right? But how do you feel about bouncing back from that season moving forward here this year?
No doubt. We feel like we feel really good about bouncing back. We have a ton of returning starters coming back. But you say losing we felt like we played Ware pretty tough early on. At the end of the game, they scored a few points, trying to come back there. But we played them tough, and for the four previous years at Jones, we have lost to the state champion, and whether it's been the semis or quarters or in the first round last year against Ware. So that was a tough draw, but I really like where our team finished up last year. We got to a point where we were starting to click a little bit, and the great thing about it is all those guys are coming back. So we only have two guys that probably that hadn't played a ton of ball for us that are going to start for us this year. So we're excited about the team we got coming back.
Absolutely. And the defense, especially experienced, coach. I mean, you got better last year defensively from the previous year as far as point per game average. So you improved. But now, boy, I tell you, we could see kind of getting back to where you were a couple of years ago when that defense was very, very difficult to score on, mainly because of that experience. And the secondary's experience, it sounds like you've got them up front with the front seven. I mean, you've got a lot of people who have played and started a lot of games, haven't you?
No doubt we do. We have everybody on defense that's going to be that we've kind of got slated as possible starters right now, or have started for us a significant number of games last year, and then we've had a couple guys move in that I think will help us too down the road, and so really excited about the defense. Coach Connor, I'd like to mention him. Coach Connor's new defense coordinator and brings a really, really aggressive style defense. And through the spring and summer, it's been tough to go against in practice a little bit. And I think he's doing a phenomenal job. So I'm really excited to see how those guys on the defensive staff. We hired a new defensive back coach and a couple. I mean, we've probably had 6 or 7 new coaches this year. So we're really excited about the new staff and the things that they're doing.
Outstanding, no doubt. Well, there's some big names on offense that could help Jones County improve that record. We'll talk about that with Coach Mike Chastain in our next report. Jones County High School is developed into one of the top programs in Middle Georgia. And once again, this year, they are expecting some very good things in Gray, especially that offense. Yeah, all right. So your offense coach, Chastain, down from the previous year when you were scoring over 40, down to 26.8. But I tell you, you've got some very good skill players that could help that number increase, including Zion Reagans, who's one of the top prospects in this state, right?
No doubt, no doubt. We feel like we have right now. We feel like we have about 6 receivers that can really play for us. Zion's obviously a stud, but we also have 2 other guys with Division I offers that are playing, and Tyler Stewart and Javion Solomon, who are really, really good players. And we're excited about those guys. We're excited about the line up front that anchored by 3 guys that started a bunch of ball games last year, and we got 2 guys that's going to replace. Have played a little bit of ball, but not a ton, but they definitely played. One guy, Seth Holder, who we're expecting to have a big year, has moved over from defensive line. He played a bunch last year on defensive line, but he's really going to have a good year. And so we're excited about that group. We're excited about all those guys that you've already mentioned, and we're excited about the chance to get back to scoring some points. Last year, we broke in a new quarterback that transferred in, Judd Anderson, and he was learning from going from a wing tee to throwing the ball around a little bit. So we're expecting he's improved a ton through the offseason, and we're expecting a lot of good things out of him. And we also got another quarterback, Devin Edmonds, who's done a really good job, and they've played well together all summer and spring. So we're excited about both of those guys, and no doubt excited about what this year's got to bring forth on the offense side of the ball as well.
Oh, it should be fun to see that offense. Well, and look, I want to talk for just a moment about your region. There's a lot of teams from kind of up north in that region, except for one, and that's of course Warner Robins, the team that you used to coach. And I tell you, I don't know if there's a better rivalry the last couple of years than Jones County and Warner Robins. Of course, they've got a new coach this year, but I mean, your experience there, just a fun part of high school football in Middle Georgia is that rivalry right now. Don't you agree?
No doubt, no doubt. It's fun going to play those guys. They've been really, really good, and we hadn't had a chance to get them, yet. So we got to get a win and a notch in the win column before we can call it a rivalry, I guess. So, but it's been good. We're excited about that game coming up. We're excited about the Dutchtown game in even Ola, and there's a lot of good teams in our region that we got to get ready to play for. But we got a tough non-region schedule going in, and with Peach County and Decula. There's a buddy of mine that's coached up there at Reggie Stansel. He's new head coach up there, and then we got Buford in the scrimmage game, and obviously we got Northside at the kickoff classic at Mercer. So we'll definitely be battle tested and ready to go when it comes to region play, but we got a lot of work to do before we get to region play.
You got Buford in the scrimmage game. Are you okay, Coach? Are you all right? Is that a good decision?
We usually like playing someone. I feel like this is the deal. Ever since I became a head coach and was able to set my schedule, I feel like playing a really good team really exposes the things that you're not really good at, and if you play them early enough, I think there's ways to get better at that in those areas, and we really can isolate those areas and find a way to get better. So that's always been a good thing for us. We've always found a lot of good things coming out of playing the Colquitts and the Coffees and the Bufords and Grayson and North Gwinnett. I mean, we've played some really good teams over the years, and I think all those teams have made us better later in the year.
No doubt. Well, that first non-region game's against Northside on August the 19th, and that should be a lot of fun as well. Coach, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck this season.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you having me.